Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Arkansas's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Tigers' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside of the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and run.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. First down here for the offense. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were
He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the...
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this game.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. This guy can throw it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the 2nd half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive.
Intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Singleton. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he rushes it right through the is good from 59. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the side.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protect.
And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got his man out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and goal coming up here. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Inside the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make...
Got a lot of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Charlotte. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman.
Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyway.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Singleton. It's complete on the right side. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Johnson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He caught it. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The corners are walked up tight. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer. Going deep. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Looking to move it through the air. He lets it fly. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll leave it with him. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays.
He unleashes a long one. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the senior just snatched the ball out. back to his offense.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback, and they're able to come away with a pick.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. On the move is the 30. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The quick out, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Missouri.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. High formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw defense, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. But man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of the bounce.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Touchdown, Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's knocked down. He'll lose a couple. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll set up to throw. He's going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Now, 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field.
Get set, get set.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.